Welcome to Destination Playdate. I am your host, Attack Slug. Today's game is called Eyeland. It is on itch.io for a price of $2. It is an adventure-y, wander around and solve puzzles type video game. Let's hop in back at the beginning, because much like Life's Too Short, there is no save function that I could find, because I hit the options here and there was no, hey, save the game. So, we are this little tiny blob character with eyeballs and legs, and we're on this island, because you know, I land. And we have some thoughts on this island, such as, thought, I think I just saw a dugong. Okay, that's a good thought here on this little island in the middle of nowhere. Also, a thought. I've lived here for longer than I can remember. I've always been happy with this simple life, but ever since my boat went missing, I've been starting to feel a little bit restless. Now then, in our mailbox, there's no mail. Never any mail. Again, we're on an island in the middle of nowhere, so these things happen. Now, what I can do is go in the house and check my PC, and on the PC, forgot your password years ago. I think it was password. Meanwhile, in the filing cabinet, some old attempts at poetry. Read that? No, not going to read that. But I can look at the painting here that says, hang on to your dream. And I can look at the nightstand that says my favorite book. And I can go into bed and sleep. But it's harder to sleep when the sun is still up. Find somewhere to wait for the sun to set. And sure enough, outside of our little hut here on this island is a bench to sit on and hit A to watch the sunset. So there are puzzles to solve to advance the story here in Eyeland. And I got a ways into this game and then stopped playing, and then guess what? I'm starting over. So I'm sorry, some early game spoilers here, so I kind of know where to go, what to do in the early game. But man, it does ramp up. And there is sections that are here in kind of this overhead view, but also in a 2D type view. And here we are. It's a thought. The thought is, time for some shut-eye. Let's go get that shut-eye in our bed in Eyeland and see how things progress. Thought. Another day comes to an end. I wonder what's happening in the rest of the world. The bigger world. And you clock some Z's. Meanwhile, in the land of dreams, now it's a Mario 2 scenario, because guess what? I don't remember waking up. And look at that, where are we? We're in Eyeland, in our mental here as we dream, and mail in the mailbox. The mail says, to occupant, this dream, although fantastic, must end. Find your way through and out. P.S. There's something on top of the old hotel. So what this game does well is kind of point you in various directions to solve these puzzles. The first of which being the old hotel. So yes, right here is Black Mountain Climb, but we're looking for the old hotel first, and right there. So here's the old hotel. Let's head down to the entrance of this old hotel and see what lies within the Eyeland Hotel. Big eye on the building. So, the rumor. There's something atop this hotel. What could it be? Basil is sleeping. Huh? What? Too tired. Please come back with something to wake me, then I'll check you in. Right now, we can't get past Basil, who is currently the hotel clerk, and that's not great. Psst! Hey kid! Hey kid, down here. What's going on, Shark Man? So, bloop. I overheard what Basil was saying. I got really good hearing. Ha ha ha. Nothing? Okay, I can help. What you need is in the northeast. Bloop. Hearing, herring, you know. Birds on the shore of this island. Puns and such. But I did get, eventually, into this lighthouse, and it got quite complicated in this lighthouse. And I can't get in there right now. So the northeast is my current goal in Eyeland. Let's head up to the north, and that's a thing that happened, and head to the east. And oh, look at that. What do we have here? Palette swap. Sign the forest of posthumous caffeination. Stay on the path. The path, the path. I'm staying on the path. Look at that. Cup of coffee, yeah. Uh-huh. So, this is a pretty simple puzzle here, in that I need certain things to give to these giant ghost monster things. They're booristas. I have the fire, so bring back a thing that needs the heat. Let's head up this way and over this way, because we want that cup of coffee. Because that guy right there in the middle, he wants to be able to do that and give you those beans. So first things first, we need the mug. So let's go check on him right quick and says, hey, man, look, Wanda says, I want to help, but I can't. Come back when you have the hot water and I'll give you the beans. Thinking about those beans. So that means we need to go get some water first from this guy right here. And girl, or ghost, this ghost right here. Lena, nice mug. That cup ain't bad either. Feel free to get some water. So yes, get me the water. So now, the mug is full of water. And we know where the fire is on the other side of this little mini dungeon type deal. So let's go get the fire right over here. Smiley face from Hank. Yes, the fire to heat the mug of water. We do that. A light simmer on our deal there. I think all this art is very evocative, and it's very just quaint and nice, and I like it. So now we have the hot water, and you add the beans to the hot water. Take the beans. So now that gives us a cup of coffee, a fine cup of joe. So that means with our cup of coffee, we head back to the hotel and bring that coffee to the basil. I wish it had a save function, but on the other hand, the Playdate has a sleep mode. Just put it in a sleep mode and then pick it up later and play more later. I think that's kind of the plan there for games that are like this that don't have a save function. Okay, a cup of... Wait, you call this coffee? A few beans floating in warm water? Oh well, good enough. Proceed. By the way, press down on power pads to activate them. You'll see. I have seen. So now, this is more of a 2D solve a puzzle type deal. Of like 5 or 6 floors here to solve these puzzles. So it is warp with down on the D-pad and figure out which... This particular puzzle is kind of just trial and error, to be honest. So it's figuring out what to do, and no, I died. And when you die, back to the start of this puzzle. So I can't recall which of these 4 in here. I think it's just down again. So it tricks you. You go down again on the same one, and then I think this one here, and this one here. No. We're close, though. Right. It was the one, it was a double on the bottom one. Then we hit the switch to open up the door, and then we go back to the start and hit A to go up on this elevator and go to the next puzzle. This puzzle, you can't walk where you've already walked, which honestly is pretty simple here. So thankfully there is a button to reset if you screw it up, but it's honestly pretty simple. Just don't walk where you want to walk. Just don't block off your path, rather, I should say. So get the key, or get the switch, and then just walk back. And look at that. Easy peasy on this particular puzzle. No big deal. But don't worry, there are more. And it gets honestly kind of more complex than I would have thought it would for this style of game. So I've been enjoying the complexity of some of these puzzles. So, here we are. Look at that. Fire on the bottom. What do? Well, we walk. We walk. We walk. But what you want to do is then go back. And then go up. And then go over. And look at that. Hit that switch. Easy. Easy. And if you die right here, oh well, because, you know, it's fine. You're just back to where you were. So, honestly, better even faster to die right there. Up to level 4. Now, this one took me a little bit because every time you hit one of those little 4 dots on the line there, it changes from horizontal to vertical. So this one it's definitely quite tricky to not hit a dead end like right there. That was a dead end. And over and down and over and down. And look at that. Number 4 got the score. But then, of course, it's, hey, now go back. And it's like, yeah, I guess. Now, we have these shoot you across type deals. You hit down and you shoot across these. Now, what you want to do here, honestly, is not that, because I screwed that up. What you want to do here is go over and then drop down. And then go over, and then, yeah, it makes it harder than it actually is, or it makes it look harder than it actually is, but once you know the trick, it's pretty smooth and pretty fast. And we keep on going up, we're hitting that roof, and then calling this video. Now we get into the gravity bending business. These arrows will change the gravity. So I head up here, and now I'm on the ceiling. And then I head down here, and then I head over here to where this is. But if you hit any of the swirly things, guess what? You die. And then, my friend, you die. So the plan is to head over this way, head over this way, and then head over this way. I'm sorry, that was the wrong plan. The actual plan is to head this way, and then head this way, and then head this way, and then, look at that, right there. Opening the door to the roof. To find the next bit of business, the secret on the roof of the hotel. What up, buddy? The good doctor. You came all the way up here to see me? Without an appointment? He's a doctor after all. I have nothing for you. Goodbye. I said good day. And, I was just kidding you. Come on back. Come on back. Here we go. Sorry, I was just having some fun on this roof. Here you go. I think you'll find it useful. A can of WD-404. And that, I will tease, is the opening of the lighthouse and an additional dungeon stuff down in that lighthouse. This is Eyeland. I think it is quite neat, and I'm looking forward to finishing it here on the Playdate. It is on itch for $2. Link in the description. Keep on cranking. I'm Attack Slug. Hit that sub button. I'll see you next time for more videos, and I'm out!